Here's for backer, linebacker, in case you guys wanted that. All right, now, eyes up top. How many safeties do I have on the shelf?
One.
Just one. Eyes to the corners for a zone and man decision. You look at him right now. He's like 8, 9 yards deep. Do you think he's a zone or a man defender?
Zone.
Zone. What are you about to say?
No, I said
Okay, yeah. He's a zone defender. How many deep defenders do we have total?
3.
What coverage do you think we're looking at?
3.
Number 3. Pretty straightforward. Boom.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, now, what would you say is a strength of cover 3 from the defense's perspective? Deep. It's better than cover 2, right? Make the comparison to cover 2. It definitely is. Because you only had 2 deep defenders before, now you got 3. Okay, what would you say is a weakness of this defense from the defense's perspective?
Right above the backers.
Where?
In between the safety and in between the 2 backers.
Or there, you're saying those areas, right? Now, not bad. Those are potentially areas that we could pick on. Now, let me ask, somebody else said flat, right? Who said flat? You, buddy? Now, that could be true. And the reason it could be true is this, is because how wide's a football field?
53 and 1/3.
Yes. How many guys did we have to defend the width of the football field?
11.
No, I meant, well, technically you do, but I meant underneath. How many? I don't want my big number 59 playing nose, defending sideline to sideline. But I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. How many guys did we have underneath in cover 2?
4.
In cover 2, how many do we have?
Oh.
We had 5 in cover 2. Remember? So they divided 53 and a third by 5 is a little over 10 each. Now we have. It gets a little tougher because now we're dividing that same 53 and a third divided by 4 now. You guys with me on that? So now it's like 13 plus, right? Didn't it? So now these guys have a bigger job to do. So the flat really could be open. If you have a quarterback who's really patient, and we ran something like a curl flat concept right here, and we did that, for sure the flat could be vulnerable. Because if this guy decides that he's going to buzz and get underneath that curl, then the flat's wide open for you because the corner cleared out of there, right? So it definitely could be. It definitely could be, all right? Now, so that's our cover 3 look. I'm going to give you another variation on this single safety look here, okay? Okay. Break the huddle. How many safeties up top?
1.
Eyes go where for a zone of man decision?
Corners.
What are they telling you right now?
Man.
Man all the way. You screw down to the line of scrimmage, looking at him, inside leverage, okay?
But isn't it a combo?
Yes, it's a combo. It's a combo with what over the top?
Safety.
Single what? He's playing center field kind of, isn't he? What coverage do you think this is?
1.
Number 1. Some people call this man free also. It's all man plus a free safety over the top. Now, the safety as we've drawn it up on the board here is dead in the middle. Many times, many times, most times in fact, Jordan, would you find the safety just hanging out in the middle of the field like that?
No.
What could affect where the safety would line up? What factors could vision him?
Where the quarterback turns.
Could, but I'm saying pre-snap, before any of that. One more time?
What the power is,
So this is a balanced formation, but maybe he aligns to the back, maybe? So maybe he'd kick over a little bit toward the back. Could be something else.
where the matchups.
Good one. If this kid right here is going to Alabama as a receiver, and this is, I don't know, me defending, right? I'll take the 6'3" guy going to Alabama and go up over me and take the ball. You understand? So he's probably going to cheat a little bit that way if you have that much of a dude, that much of a weapon over there. You guys with me on that? What else? One more factor?
He might be creeping up and he's gonna blitz.
Could be, but I'm thinking something simpler.
The running back with sliding zone.
Yep, that was one of those, the first one we said, so you're right. How about the hash marks, guys? What if the ball's spotted way over on the right hash mark, from the defense perspective over on that hash mark? You think the safety is gonna come all the way over and be over the center's head and leave 2/3 of the field wide open. He'd be a really dumb safety, wouldn't he? He'd be a pretty bad coach too, wouldn't he? The guy who's coaching him. He's probably gonna come a little more here so he can take away that big wide open space. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
So little things that we'll see. What is this also an example of? Somebody said it at the beginning.
Combo.
Combo coverage, right? Now, what do they have more of at their disposal right now?
Man.
They down low, they have more what? They have more bodies, right? So now what could they do? How many immediate blitzes could they easily free up? Two. He's there. He's there, let's say. Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 linemen plus 2 more guys. You got a 6-man pressure package just like that, okay? Now, we still got some man stuff here, some man assignments here. And it's your job to find the best what?
Combination.
Best what?
Matchup.
Best matchup. Find the kid. I always tell my quarterbacks, and I know this seems a little barbaric, but I always find the guy who is scared. That's what I find all the time. I tell my quarterbacks all the time, in 7-on-7s, in games, Jordan, it's not the nicest sounding thing, but it's true, isn't it? You can find kids who don't want to be out there, right? Like the kid who just wants to be a wideout, he doesn't want to be a corner, and he's just like, oh my God, I can't wait till we get the ball back. And he's standing there like this. Pick on that guy who's like this, all right? Defeated body language, any of that, go get him. Flip side, know that you're being trained to look for people who got it in their eye that they don't want it, that they're hungry, and they're a little shaken up out there, all right? Sometimes in life, it pays to put on a brave face. Do you guys know what I mean by that? Sometimes in life, you're getting picked on by somebody who's a bully, right? The worst thing you can do is do what?
Be scared.
Show that you're scared, right? That's the worst thing you can do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire a little bit. You gotta be like, you know what? Let's go. Even if you know this dude's going to Alabama, right? You gotta be like, let's go. Let's see what you got. And use your technique to the best of your ability, and do not be scared. I guarantee I'll wind up saying this to the whole group later. Every adult in the room, almost without conscious, legally you're an adult, right? So, don't get your head swollen. You still got a long way to go, all right? Yeah. But all the people who have lived a little bit here will probably agree that they wish there was some point in their life where they didn't care what anybody thought. Guys, would you say that's fair? Mm-hmm. Maybe one time, maybe many times, right? Where you're just like, you know what? Instead of saying, well, what if this bad happened? Like, just go for it. You know you're doing the right thing? Go for it. You know what I mean? And just trust yourself. You know what I mean? Same thing when you're out here as a quarterback. Do the stuff you've been trained to do and go for it. Have fun and go for it. Be brave. And if you're ever on defense, don't be the kid that we're looking for. That looks scared. You understand? So if they make you go play corner or you love playing defense and you're out there, go do it. All right? You understand? Mm-hmm. Now, one more coverage to look at. All right. Now. Break the huddle. How many safeties up top?
9.
0. What coverage do you think you might be looking at? Cover 0. There you go. Nice and easy like that. Is this a combo coverage? No, because there's no element of zone, is there? Locked up, locked up, locked up, locked up. And they'll somehow combo this guy. A lot of times you'll hit back and say, back my way, back my way. Mm-hmm. He's thinking now as he sets, back flares my way or runs my way, he's mine. And the other backer's thinking the same thing, okay?